Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of Empower Athlete. If you're here this week, I know you tuned in to our first episode with Tristan and Mike, and they were so good. I had so fun talking to them. And this week, I'm so excited. This is our second episode, but our first female guest, my homegirl. We about to get into it today. I love, a little bit of me starting this platform was, at first I wanted to be all women, but I just have so many male friends and stuff, so I couldn't leave them out. But I just love having this woman to woman talk with my friends, and this my homegirl since back in the day, and we've been rocking out for a minute, and we're gonna get all into that. But I introduced her real quick, and I'll let her say a few words as well. So we have Miss Siyeh Frazier, and shout out to all the athletes. Siyeh, she grew up playing basketball, and obviously she played all her other sports as well. But her main sport was basketball. She went to Renaissance, so shout out to Renaissance. But she eventually went to college at Penn State on a full ride basketball scholarship, and she competed there for 4 years and balled out, did her thing, and now she's still, transitioning into the real world. She's there right now, but I'm gonna let her introduce herself. So say what's up to the people's side.
All right. So I look at...
No, you could just look at me.
Okay, cool. So yeah, similar to what you said, Siyeh Frazier, born and raised in Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah.
West side of Detroit, that is to be specific. Renaissance High School.
Know that.
Penn State, sociology major.
Ooh.
Yeah, really enjoy that. Study of people. So understanding these folks we live in with.
And she's single. I just want to throw that out there for
Yeah. I'm in a transitioning space though. Kind of feeling like single is two different ways. Single and kind of mingling and looking and talking versus single and bro, I'm just single. I really don't have a lot of energy for nobody else or time.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing, time. And for us and for you, we spent most of our time growing up. Our love was basketball. It was just basketball. We had to really give up a lot of things and just commit totally to our sport. So, I talked before about how we kind of late in the game with
social life.
Yes.
Yeah, we late with social life for sure. Before we complete that thought though, I do want to say I am extremely proud of you for getting this off the ground and going because we had so many talks that's deep and so many things that we unpack that's in our head, but it's dang, we always on the same page or we always finishing thoughts for each other, and even if it's sometimes we not talking about the same thing. We come from two different areas, and I appreciate that we can have those conversations and no, I kind of look at it like this,
right? And
it still flow, and it still be dang, I still got my respect because I know that my dog gonna tell me what I need to hear and when I need to hear it.
Whether we like it or not.
Every single time.
And we got that understanding that no matter what, it's a respect. And whatever you say, I just respect you so much on that level. Put our friendship out the window. Whatever you say, I'm going to be even if I don't agree with it, I'm going to think about it why she see it like that? Why she view it like that? And that's why, when you said we be finishing each other's sentence, we be dog, we literally thinking the same thing.
That's crazy for sure. But back on that, social tip that we was talking about, even to that, how that connects to what we talking about, how, our conversations and our talks, we done both been through breakups recently, and I feel like it was times where I was doubling back.
Oh my God.
And you was bro, what you on? But I know what you gonna do. And I try to use you to talk me out of it or talk me into it. And I appreciate that. Y'all know how y'all say, friends supposed to ride the wave.
Right.
If you either you gonna tell me what I'm supposed to do or you gonna ride the wave. Bro, we do both. You gonna ride the wave and you gonna tell me what I'm supposed to do. But girl, do your thing. Cause at the end of the day, that's my business. That's my bed I gotta lay in. And I appreciate you respecting that, and we respect that for each other, and that's big for me and big for friends.
Yeah, and I agree, because there's been times both ways where, like, we would say something or do something, and I'll be like, why you on that? Or you be like, why you doing that? But since we here, let's do this. Since we here in this moment, let's do that. And a lot of friends, like a lot of people, I have other relationships with people where they'd be like, just not take it as how we would take it and not be really that friend. And not saying that we support the dumb stuff that I don't really think, well, me or Siyeh don't really do like dumb stuff, but or like the not so good decisions that we may make. Like there's not, we kind of let each other grow. And I'm not going to judge you for something that you did. You're not going to judge me for, like, you talk about doubling back. But you're going to be like, oh, it was a post that I seen on Twitter that I ended up tagging it, but I thought it was too personal, so I ended up deleting it. But it was like the girl, I think
I saw it.
Yeah, she got like, I don't know, some friend, they was like, is this a good friend? And then the friend was like, look, like, I'm not finna support this. Like, you keep getting in your heart, bro. You keep coming back. I'm not with that. But if you're gonna do that, I support you. But enough is enough. And I was like, that just sounds so much like Siyeh. And not even with relationships. We talk about, like, friendships. I know I don't want to put nobody on blast because I ain't gonna lie, I did take like 3-4 shots before this episode. So I'm trying to like stay professional. But it was like a situation with a friend of mine last year, and I always be like texting Siyeh every time I get irritated, because like I knew like that's the person I know where I can really like vent to. It was a person, she kept irritating me, and every little thing that she did, I just text Siyeh like, man, I get what you're saying. Push through. Or she just always really like know like the right things to say in that time or moment. And it's just like, I don't know. We just got this relationship where it's just so cool. Like,
yeah. And even to that tweet you was talking about, I think it was one part that you kind of, when you quoted it, I actually saw it when it happened. You quoted it and you said, but they not gonna, this is my mom and Siyeh, but they not gonna say they not supporting me. And I think that's the part that a lot of friendships be missing. Like, I'm so wrapped up in your business that I'm mad at you for your business. I could just tell you, I can give you my 2 cents, you can give me your 2 cents, and you gotta let me fly, because at the end of the day, I don't eat shit. What is it? Eat what you shit. Or, you know what I'm saying? I don't lay in the bed that you make. Right. So I gotta be cool with it regardless, because at the end of the day, this your story.
At the end of the day, we both grown and we gonna make our own decisions, whatever nobody say. And that's how it should be, though. You shouldn't be having your friends run every situation or going through your friends for, hey, what should I do this time? What should I do? No, you need to be a person. You need to be a human yourself. You need to make those your own decisions. And like both of us, we say we kind of late with the social world. This is still new for us. And for us to be able to make those decisions, that's what we need in order for us to grow. So I 110% agree with everything you just said.
For sure.
So I know we just dive right in, but that's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we be so deep in our conversations. I be telling my brother, I'm like, me and Siyeh was talking about this one day. He looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, nah, but it was deep. Like, it was deep. They don't be understanding the levels.
Yeah. The tap, like how we just tap in real quick. Tap in, that's all it takes. Because it was something else that when you said the social part, even like personality wise, like I feel like I'm very introverted. And friends like you, my extroverted friends, my people friends, the ones that's the life of the party, I learned so much from y'all, because it's like a hot stove for me and people. And when I get out there, I'm like, okay, I'm observing, I'm watching, I see you do one thing I don't like, I'm taking a couple steps back, the steps that you ain't even see it. But then it's like, I learned so much from y'all, even in regards to self-advocacy. Like, when you was at school one time, you was, had a situation up there, and it was like, nah, bro, I'm getting ready to do this. I'm getting ready to advocate for myself. It was a situation where you was like, I'm getting ready to advocate for myself.
Ooh,
you was like, I practice this. I talked to my homeboy. I practice this. I'm ready. I'm locked in. And that's crazy, because when I was at school, I never really advocated for myself. I would just, oh yeah. And you could tell in my energy that I wasn't feeling it, but I would never specifically say, this is where you went wrong. This is what I don't like. This is where I felt disrespected or whatever. And that's not even just at school. That did a lot for me in general, because it's like, dang, I really got homegirls that's they gonna step about themselves.
Yeah.
Like, they gonna step by themselves, and that don't even got nothing to do with the sport.
Nothing.
The people around you. That's just all for you. You did that for yourself. And that was big. Like, that type of stuff. Even I can remember when you was telling me afterwards, like, I was like, damn, you hard. Because that's what I look up to you for, and like Drika for, and Chaz for. Like, Chaz, my outspoken sis, she gonna say whatever. She gonna say whenever, whatever. But even like I said, you and Drika, like, y'all gonna speak and y'all gonna step every single time.
Right.
Regardless to the consequences or how it's gonna come back on you, or how somebody gonna react, somebody ego gonna be bruised. I'm stepping about me.
Yep. And I think for me, it definitely never always have been like that. Like, I think I had to learn in certain situations where I was tested, in certain situations that I had to go through where I feel worse at the end of the day when I don't say nothing. Because it's been multiple times where stuff has happened where I should have spoke up, and I kind of just or like, nah, not this time, or that's not really my place, when actually it is my place, because I feel disrespected. And just because I feel disrespected, me speaking up, that shouldn't lead to an argument. That shouldn't lead to a confrontation. It's just 3 grown people speaking up and talking about the things that they're feeling and the way that they're feeling. And some people get uncomfortable when others speak up about that. But I'd rather make you uncomfortable than me be at home not sleeping at night thinking about what I should have did.
Yep, that was me.
Yeah, and even that goes through my whole career with me transferring and everything that I've went through. I don't have no regrets in life. I promise you that I have no regrets. Or even like we said, we went through some stuff with, whether it's friendships, relationships, intimate relationships. I don't have no regrets. Even at the end of the day, if it left me bawling my eyes out crying, I'll have no regrets, because each situation I learn from it, and every time I'm gonna speak my piece, and I'm gonna not feel bad about it, because that's how I felt. And I don't believe in the 24-hour rule. I'm sorry. I don't believe in that.
What's the 24-hour rule?
When somebody pisses you off or make you mad, give it 24 hours, because your emotions, you might not feel that way. No, I'm going to say what's on my heart, because that's truly how I feel. That's true. Because after 24 hours, I'm going to calm down. I'm going to talk to somebody, they're going to calm me down. Right. But if you really did something disrespectful or pissed me off, no, I'm going to say how I feel. That don't mean me going in, calling you B's and O's and nothing like that. I'm going to just speak my mind, because it's fresh on my mind. That's how I feel. So I don't like when people talk about that 24 hours. I think it's like a trend. Oh yeah, give it a 24 hours. No, we're going to talk about it right now.
But I also think, I feel like the type of person you are, you're entitled to say, forget that 24-hour rule, only because you not the confrontational type of person, or the person that would, I'm going in saying stuff, they hurt my feelings, so I'm about to go say something to hurt theirs. Right. No, I'm strictly getting whatever off. I'm not about to say you this, since you called me that, since you did this to me, I'm about to do this tit for tat. I'm just going to tell you, you know what I'm saying, where you went wrong. And I think that's what be messing with people's ego. Because you're not scared to tell them. You're not scared to tell them, like, bro, this where you went wrong. And my whole thing is, actually, I can't even believe you came at me like that. Because I don't be on there with you.
Right.
But what I'm learning now, like, as I get older, like, I've been having that attitude since a youngin'. Like, I'm not even that type of person. So why you doing this to me? Why you acting like this towards me? I didn't even do that to you. But I got to stop thinking like that.
That's because you living in your truth, though. That's you. You know you not that type of... Everybody know you not that type of person. So them coming at you crazy, that's on them.
That be stunning me, though. I be stunned. I be like, what you... like?
Because you move solid.
Yeah.
No matter if you around me or other groups of people or dude, you acting the same. Yeah. You not somebody you not.
Gotta be solid.
So you know deep inside you solid with yourself. You live in your truth. You ain't did nothing wrong. Yeah. And when you said something, it just made me think how... I always say, like, people on social media, they just don't think. I always say this, and people be thinking it's, like, funny when I say this, but I be asking people, and they be thinking it's kind of rude, but I be like, do you think before you speak?
Man,
like, do you think before you speak? Or is you just following a trend, or you just saying what everybody else is saying? Because it's a little trend going around. They like, oh, I'm matching energy. I hate when people say they match energy. Mm-hmm. If that's what you do, if you peep somebody moving weird, then you gonna move weird. That's what you do. I don't match energy. I'm me. I'm not, just because you acting weird, I'm not finna act weird. I'm gonna be me, and I'm gonna move accordingly. I'm not matching your energy. You feel like you ain't messing with me or you acting this way. I'm going to be me. Like, all right, have a good day. I'm cool. Like, wish you luck, wish you the best. I'm going to do this and I'm going to keep being me. I'm not finna change my vibe, my aesthetic, my energy because you acting weird. So I don't match energy. I'm Deja. I'm me. And you're not going to find that anywhere else. Everybody else want to repost. Oh, I'm matching energy. Nah, we don't do that.
I think that matching energy stuff is a cop-out. You ain't even you for real. You don't even know. You woke up. You don't even know who the fuck am I? Who am I?
Cause you matching energy.
But I'm a match energy though. I'm a retweet Justin LeBoy and I'm a match energy. Oh. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know right now.
Yeah.
I don't quite know who I am, but I know I'm a match energy. I'm gonna do what you doing, and we this what you doing to me, I'm gonna do it back to you.
I'm gonna see everybody reposting that off of Justin LA Boy, and I'm gonna do it too, because maybe that's how I'm feeling. Kind of with zodiac sign, I don't really get too far into it. I don't really know if I zodiac. I be reading it, and then I start reading it, and I'm like, hey, maybe this is me. Hey, maybe it's not. But I feel like they all running to the
like everybody do the same stuff.
Yeah, like mug see they zodiac sign. Oh, it said I'm funny. Well, I am funny. They said I got a personality. I am not. No, you not. You really not.
So I don't know much about the zodiac signs and like horoscopes and stuff like that, but I got my one friend, Fred. He got the Factual Natural. Shout out to Fred.
Shout out to Fred,
man. He I ain't gonna lie. So I went to Egypt and I used
Time out. Let's stop right there.
But before I do that, we gotta shout out. We gotta shout out Factual Natural. The mango butter.
Shout out to Factual. Go ahead and say it.
Factual Natural, bro. Factual Natural. The mango butter mixed with he made me this whip up. Sunscreen.
I'll be seeing you talk about that on social media
every single time somebody asks me about something, like as far as like
wait, is he from, where's he from
Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from Detroit. He actually went to Renaissance, but yeah, shout out to Factual Natural. Everything with that, for sure. But to my point about horoscopes,
wait before you go, Siyeh went to Egypt, Africa.
Crazy.
Africa, how many of y'all been?
Crazy.
You was 23 at the time, right?
Crazy.
23 in Africa.
Crazy.
Who has done that?
Crazy.
And it's not even a competition.
It's not.
You being you.
But I think I gotta shout out my mentor. I got to.
Come on.
I got her out. I gotta shout out Jasmine Olivia Pope of the Hood Cooper. Like I do. I really do, because you know what I'm saying, she set me up.
She did.
She set me up for real. Like on some real spill, she set me up, and like
Man,
shout
out to Jasmine for real. She set me up too with a job at JOB.
Man.
But keep going. My bad to cut you off.
No, we good. Back to Factual Natural. So, and horoscopes and stuff. So like he tells me like, you know all the words, you know all the terminology. But I look at him like a wizard, because he literally knows the content. I know how to put it in words. I know how to say like, this is how I don't know. This is I don't really know what through our talks. Like we'd talk at like 5 a.m. in the morning.
Wait. What do you mean the words?
Like
you got the
words. I know vocabulary to make stuff make sense.
You do.
So if I say a word, you know, I can articulate this, or I can say that, and he like, well, what does that mean? Or what does that? And I be reading him like, damn, you really know the meat though. You know the meat of like horoscopes and like spirituality and like just making that connection. And he send me stuff all the time, and I just be like, I'm so naive to it, but he be like, no, because when I talk to you, I know how to articulate myself better. I know what to say better. And I be like, damn, I'm just trying to unpack everything that you got. What's the content? It's like when Lil Baby and Dirk say the voice in the hero. What's the voice without the hero? Fred, the hero. He know everything. Like to me, Fred know everything about horoscopes and just spirituality and investigating like how that impacts our life and how all that operates in this thing that we in.
So
life matrix.
You match your energy in like a positive mindset.
For sure. For sure.
I haven't thought about it like that. Every time I think matching energy, I think negatively.
But even he brought something else to my attention too, called positive manipulation.
What? Explain that. Talk about that.
So he was like, you know how you feel manipulated. Somebody do something to you to try to get you to be something else, or it's indirect. Somebody doing something to try to make you believe something or act a certain way, or by being indirect. He was like, well, you know, if somebody do that to you, when you treat them good, it's like treat people how you want to be treated. When you treat them good and try to influence them to treat you back better, that's positive manipulation. And I was like, huh? And we always look at manipulation in a bad context, like, I don't like you being a manipulator.
Yeah.
Like but technically, we use positive manipulation every day.
Every day. We do things for people hoping to get something in return.
Or even, like I said, you treat people how you want to be treated. That's positive manipulation. Like, I'm going to treat you good, so I want you to treat me good as well.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, you gotta use that more to your advantage, because, and when I think about manipulation in general, I'm like, damn, that's I don't want to be a manipulator.
Bad term.
I just want to be. Like, I just want to show up as me. We can get along. You can be you.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, sometimes, similar to just somebody being a manipulator in a quote-unquote negative way, you can be a manipulator in a positive way. That joke was crazy.
That's crazy how I could just speak for myself, but how you grow up and you have these words that you just think of like negatively, or have this like negative like energy around it. But I've never, if somebody a manipulator, I've never thought positively about that word.
Me either. That's
Never.
why when he said positive manipulation, I'm like, I don't believe in that. Like,
Right. But in fact it is. And
Yeah.
even going back to matching energy, you matching positive energy.
Yeah.
And we do that all the time. We feel somebody who vibe is right, we want to keep them around.
Yeah.
And that's what you should do, and that's what you're supposed to do. So that's dope.
For sure.
Shout out to Fred, man.
Man, shout out to my boy Fred. He got the meat. So that's I be tapping in with him, because I don't really be knowing for real. Like, as far as like Geminis, and I'm a Gemini. So
Look, this is all I know. I know that Geminis, we are very compatible as far. I don't know no male Geminis, but like females, my two closest friends is Geminis, Siyeh and Siyeh. Both Gemini. That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
and y'all deep, like my relation to both of y'all, I see similarities in both of y'all actually, but y'all are still so different. But the similarities where we can have those conversations and really be intellectual is like, damn, like I fuck with a Gemini. Like, I damn near need to meet like a male Gemini. So if you want to
see what it's like,
go ahead, slide on me.
You a male Gemini? If you a male Gemini, man, tap in with my dog.
I mean, and I think, like, for me, I'm a Scorpio, right? People, I don't care what they say about Scorpio. I don't really know. But, like, I know Sagittarius, I get along well, too, as far as, like, a female friendship vibe. I know that I get along with those as well. But, like I said, I ain't finna get onto that, because I don't be believing all that, the retrograde shit. That shit weird.
Well, it's only because we don't really know what be going on for real. I think it's real. I think a lot of stuff is real. It's been commercialized. So it looks like fun and games, or it looks like it's a trick, or they trying to trick us, because for my boy Fred, he calls it your natural swagger. He say, like, even when you young, this is your natural swagger. You have a birth chart and all of that, because this is who you are meant to be. Like, this is who you are. And he actually broke it down to me how he uses it to raise his son. And I was like, damn, we don't even think about like parenting and all that. He uses it to raise his son. So he know, like, say his son is a Taurus. He told me, and his son is competitive. Yeah. So he would use it to help build up his son's character and, like, you know, be able to connect with him and understand him better. And it works.
That's crazy.
I was like, that's wild.
That's crazy.
That's why I believe in it, though. But he uses it to raise his son.
And this, I don't know who this Fred guy is, but I love him already.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know, I'm kind of hopping around here, but I don't want to say things that's going to get me in trouble, but as far as like dating and stuff, like I just love meeting somebody who's so knowledgeable.
Yeah.
And we talk about this all the time. Like I don't know why all of a sudden I'm attracting all these younger men. I don't get it. I don't want to. I want to.
You feel like you are?
I definitely am. Like,
we ain't really see. We've been kind of tapped out the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
we
have.
We've been all over the place. But you feel like that?
Yeah, like 21, 22 shit.
Oh, duh, yeah.
But even my age, I feel like that's young. I just feel like I'm kind of ahead of the game a little bit, but I the way you speak about like this Fred person who's so knowledgeable, like that's something that I'm just so attracted to in like a person. Not even put in like a person. I'm not just energy. Like even a friend, that's what I'm so attracted to. And my experiences dealing with younger men, I don't really get those vibes. And Siyeh be telling me, girl, give it 5 years. He gonna be fine. Give it 5 years. He gonna be
for real. It's
you right.
You done ran into some good picks that's like, dang, by the time dog turns 25, he's gonna be a problem. But that's looks.
That's
looks.
Talking about
that's
looks.
That's looks. So I don't really be in them conversations. That's why I be like, shit, he's straight as hell. Like,
yeah, it's just like it just give P. Davidson. That's just what he gives. The age gaps. I just don't.
I mean, but okay.
Let's talk about age gap. Let's talk about age gap.
Yeah, what's the age gap? What does that mean to us?
No, I was about to ask you a question.
Okay.
What's the oldest guy you ever talked to?
Like talk to.
So what's the oldest guy you ever talked to? And what is the oldest you will ever talk? I don't want to say that because we put in limits on ourselves. Yeah. So I don't want to do that.
I would say like the oldest I would talk to is like.
Sorry, I just remembered something. Go ahead.
What? Like, okay, let me get this out. Okay,
Please.
I'm gonna get this out. Then I'm gonna let you.
Please.
Like, I guess 35 and up. 35 and up is old, but the oldest I ever talked.
That's not.
I mean,
that is old
compared to, you know what I'm saying, we still in young and turnt mindset.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even though like we don't be like wilding out, but we still feel like we young.
Yeah.
We still feel like we babies for real. But the oldest I would say probably like 27, 28.
Oh, that's decent.
Yeah, though. And I'm 24.
That's nothing. Yeah. And especially like with your mindset, I low-key think you need one age. Like not need, but like you so intellectual in the things that you saying, and everybody is different, so I don't really know. But like, you know, usually around that age, men are a little bit more mature.
Better,
so
yeah, but at the same time, I be thinking ego. Ego's still a big thing, no matter how old you are. So you trying to little homie me, and I'll never be a little homie. Like, I'll never be a little homie. I wasn't even a little homie when I was a little homie.
When you was a little homie, big homie. Hello.
Big homie.
Hello.
Big homie.
Never been a little homie.
Never been a little homie.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So for me, we're not even gonna talk about this because the oldest man I ever dealt with left me.
Oh, if that's the same.
Not left me like that, but literal left me like cars sped off.
Oh man, I know what you're talking about.
In LA, left.
They
didn't pick up the phone for 3 days.
Left. Stop playing with me. I'm a grown man.
Yeah, that was it. He was a grown man. Stop playing with me, and I was just young and turned.
Yeah, you was young and turned a little bit that day. That day you was young and turned.
I had no it was so funny to me.
I
was sick. I was sick.
But
I was around my dog, so I didn't feel it like that.
You was safe.
Yeah, and it was just like, what?
Bro,
like,
LA though. When we went there that one time, that was a vibe. That was a vibe. That pizza
and them tacos.
Which taco? Oh, the taco food truck.
But you said you went back and you said them tacos wasn't like that.
That's because I should have ate them as soon as I got them.
And I feel like your vibe wasn't there. I feel like you was a little angry.
I was mad. I was hangry.
Yeah. See, we was just walking like, ooh, taco truck.
Let's grab it.
Yeah. See, then you set your expectations way too high, and you went back and got disappointed.
Yup. What? I want to know the name of that pizza place. We double back 30 minutes. One thing about us, we gonna eat.
One thing about us, we are going to eat.
And
go ahead.
Like 5-star restaurant, food truck, street food.
It don't matter.
We
not being bougie with it.
We gonna tap in. I want it all.
I want it all.
I'ma eat.
Like for real, like key to my heart. And that's as we doing this transitioning phase, that's why I go so hard in the gym. because I know how I am. I mean, I don't really know if this happened. My dad tell me all the time, I'll blow up if I stop working out. Yeah. So I go so hard because I'm not finna be on I'm eating vegan. I ain't eating this. I ain't eating that. I mean, yeah, here and there I have my phases for pork. I don't really mess with pork, but
you got a clean diet. We got clean diets. We gonna eat.
As we should. Yeah. That is the luxury of life, eating.
Amen.
We set our whole day up around where we going to dinner. Because if we don't, I seen your vibe get killed. That day we was at Annex and we was trying to get that pizza and I was rushing you and you like, hold on, let me eat this chicken.
Let me eat this chicken. So hold on. Deja don't like the way I eat my chicken. So I was on, maybe it was Vine. It's been a minute.
Vine? How old were we?
Middle school, high school. But I found the way to eat the chicken. I only eat flats. All flats every time.
Oh, before you go there, I hate when we together and we both order wings because you order flats and they give me all the drumsticks and they give her all the flats. I'm like, no, mix mine up.
Yes, sir. I need them flats. She don't like the way I eat my chicken because I take it off the bone and I'm able to eat the whole thing in one bite. Like, it's an art. It's an art to being able to maximize your meal. See, you leaving meat on the bone.
I am.
See, I'm take it off. Dip
am.
Eat it.
You clean the bone, literally.
Clean it. I ain't even got to do all that.
Period.
Twist it, pull it off, dunk it.
Man, one thing about us is we on a date or that we're going to eat.
For sure.
We're going to eat.
I'm going to eat.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of eating, let's shout out some Detroit
Ooh, okay.
Our, restaurants or little local spots or whatever. What's your favorite right now?
So, La Feria. It's a little spot in Midtown off Cass Ave. Shout out to Miss Naomi. First of all.
Shout out Miss Naomi.
Shout out to Miss Naomi.
We need like some sign.
Shout out to Miss Naomi. So, dang, we didn't even talk about like where I work, what I do, what we doing.
That's why I said once we get going, we go.
Like we didn't even. So I work with an organization called Peace Players.
Shout out to Peace Players.
Shout out to Peace Players, man. Shout out the director, Jasmine Cooper, Olivia Pope of the Hood. And so Miss Naomi is on our advisory council. So yeah, at Peace Players, we create a safe space for kids to grow, learn life skills, communication skills, build a community within our communities, our underserved communities at that. So putting them in a position to learn all those things, but through basketball and different activities.
Right.
So Miss Naomi, we met her at one of our Pistons community conversations, and Peace Players is partnered with the Pistons. So we do conversations where we network and meet people within the city that kind of like advocate for the youth or advocate for really anything that they want to advocate for. So we met her, and she was DPSCD, so Detroit Public Schools, community districts. She was over diversity and equity, like, and inclusion, like DEI type stuff.
That's dope.
Yeah, and
I never met her.
Man, the more we unfold Miss Naomi, she is more and more dope every time. So we have our council, our advisory council meetings with her and a few others. But we found out that she got a restaurant. And I'm like, dang, over the pandemic, she ended up getting a restaurant through like a cooking show type deal on some sweepstakes type stuff.
Oh, so she ain't get a PPP.
Auntie can cook.
Auntie going crazy.
Auntie can cook, and I've never said that to her face. I've never called her my auntie, but in my heart, I know that's my
And you gotta, when you see her, you gotta give her your flowers. Flowers.
Every single time. I go to her restaurant, they got a sangria. I'm addicted to sangria. I ain't gonna lie.
Ain't that like God sent? Like she won that in a sweepstakes.
Man, she was teaching. She's. I don't want to say she's from Spain, but she is of Spanish descent, and so she was teaching people. She was teaching people how to cook. She did something with Airbnb where she was teaching people how to cook from U.S., but people from the U.S. was stuck in Spain. She was teaching them how to cook
Man.
Yeah.
Hustling.
So went to her restaurant. I go to it all the time by myself.
What type of food does she sell?
So they call it Spanish tapas, and they like all appetizers. So it's like, it's just like a vibe. Like, drink your wine, get these appetizers. And I just try stuff when I go. Yeah. So she got the little, they like honey glazed fried eggplants. Yeah.
Really?
Never
and it's good.
Bro, I don't eat eggplant, bro.
Yeah, me either.
It's good, though.
But if you said it's good, then I mean it's different.
It's good. Then you got the little steak strips with the Verde sauce.
This like an ASMR video.
Man, it's pretty good. Everything is good. But those are only two I can really name right now. Yeah. As far as Detroit.
Dang, I ain't never I mean, I feel like you briefly like mentioned that, but I gotta try that for sure.
Man, we be on the go. And the Henny Wings, North Bar.
Shout out to North Bar because Black owned. I know the owner. He actually was a professional basketball. Well, one of the owners, but he was actually a professional basketball player. Shout out to him. He always looks out when we go there. North Bar, Henny Wings. Man, I had that quesadilla the other day. It was in the Alfredo fries. Whoever thought Alfredo fries? Stop playing.
That sounds a little to me, but I feel it. I'm following you though.
Man, you following what I'm putting down.
Because when you called me, you was like, and off the Alfredo fries.
Off the Alfredo. When I call her and I start talking about food, she know it's gas. Stop playing. We be locking in.
We locked in.
Man, on any topic, we be locking in.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to talk briefly about, let's go back to like basketball and like school and stuff. So when you were at Penn State, you know, I talked to a few people and they were so interested in you know, women's basketball, and especially me and you, the person who I talked to. Actually, shout out to Leah. Shout out to Sierra and Leah. They got their own tea line going on called Sea Leaf. Sea Leaf going hard. I'm trying to get them on the pod.
They hard.
But they asked us, they said, damn, it was about basketball. They said, how do we maintain relationships? Oh, this is what Leah said about our fashion. She said, you and Siyeh got this thing going on. Y'all know how to dress. She like, talk more about knowing how to dress, especially when you being involved, both of us being involved in basketball, keeping up our look and eat hair, nails, and knowing how to dress, not really following the trends. So I want to dive deeper into that. So I think as far as fashion, like, how do you feel about fashion overall, your fashion, who killing the game right now? And off there, we just gonna dive into some different topics.
Yeah. Fashion in regards to myself, I feel like the stuff that I look at, I can't really afford yet. So
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, like what I like, I ain't really touched that. I ain't really touched the bag that is equivalent to how I want to dress, how I want to be.
Right, and we still scratching the surface, and like we both are heavy into fashion, but our styles are still like very different. So you explain, like, give me some words, give me 3 words that best describe your style, your fashion right now. I know that's a hard one just coming off, Rick.
Comfort first.
Yes.
Comfort.
You gonna say yours, and I'm gonna tell you if it is or if not.
If it's sure or not.
Yes.
Okay, bet. Mood. So I'm going off the mood.
And your colors, your colors are, you kind of stay in the same. You might pop out with like a bright pink here, here, something there, but you kind of like them earth tones. Yeah,
I'm starting to like that lavender. I really like that. Not even just wearing it, but I really like that lavender, that purple. But I think I dress based off of my mood. I try to be comfortable.
Right.
And what's the third one I can say?
What you thinking? I don't know. I'm trying to think too. I don't really know.
Yeah, like I don't really know. Yeah, I can't really say another word that's gonna describe like my style. Like, because I'm a do me for sure.
Right, you just doing you. So okay, so a person, because it's a real thing trying to find your style.
Yeah,
that's a real thing. And I talk to my friends who are like, I'm still trying to like find what I like or what and they say like you're there, and I'm like, am I? But like, what advice would you give to somebody who's trying to find their style?
You gotta feel it. If it feel right, that's you. That's you.
I was gonna say that.
That's you, because really, let's be 100. Like, it ain't about labels. It ain't about
it's not
how many different things you can put together to put on. It's about who you are when you show up. Yeah. So when you show up, like, oh yeah.
Feel it, because a good outfit would literally, I know for me, if I'm having a bad day, I put on a lit outfit and fix my hair. Oh, I'm up.
Are you up?
But that's up. What you trying to do?
I think that go back to you knowing you.
Yeah,
you know who you are. So when you get dressed, you like, oh yeah, this how I'm supposed to feel.
Yeah,
this how I'm supposed to. So when you putting fists together, it makes sense.
Yes.
So it ain't even really about being able to dress in fashion. I feel like fashion is just expressionism and being able to express yourself however you see fit.
That's me snapping. And I love how you talked about, expressing ourselves, because, as a basketball player, we're always in sweats and always hair tied up. And I think fashion and clothes is definitely like top 2, one of the ways how I express myself. So like if I know during like basketball season, when I went to class, I tried to put on a fit. And they like, where you go? I wear the fit for 4 hours before I go to practice. They like, where you going? Why you wasting the fit? Baby, I'm not wasting it. I feel good. Because I woke up this morning shitty, if we being honest. And I don't want to be here. And I'm trying not to go off on y'all, but I put on this fit, so now I feel good.
Yep.
And that's why I've been so locked into the fashion and photography and pictures, because I just feel good doing it. And I'm going to chase whatever I feel good, whoever and whatever.
Yeah.
But back to the words that describe me off rip, I think mine's is I don't want to say I have like this little tomboy little swag here and there. I think I say tomboy because I don't really like, personally I don't really like wearing skirts. I may do like a dress here and there, but I'm more of like a pants person. Pants, like sweat, or like some printed pants. That's like my weakness. Like, how people have like a jelly-filled donut, like some printed pants. That's my weakness, and I'm gonna do that. I'm going to a wedding Saturday. I'm over here on the phone looking for some printed pants. I was like, well, I ain't wearing pants to a wedding. Get on my business. Get on my business. Shout out to my mama though.
That's definitely. I can follow that, because I don't see no skirts.
Yeah. I don't know
you
why.
You did wear a skirt on your graduation pictures. That was hard.
Oh, like the 2-piece set? Yeah, I actually did. So I would say like kind of like tomboyish. I don't know. Like you said, feel it. That's the only word I had. I just feel it. When I see a piece in the store, I'm like, that's different. And I be thinking of pieces that I can match. Like this little thing I got on, I don't know what was going on, but I seen this on the rack and I said, I like it. And I'm a rock with it.
I like it.
I'm a rock with it. So I definitely think that's big. And then also, as far as like basketball, and like I express myself by feeling good and looking good. Like I feel my best. When you're on the court, you want to look good, feel good. And as far as like, what tips do you have to these female hoopers right now who are like, you ain't got to be a girly girl, but like, I know like my freshman year and even in high school, I didn't know what to do with my hair on the court. And I'm specifically talking to women of color, and like, not even women of color. I'm talking about people with like, what is it? Like 4A, 4B, 4C hair texture. Like what advice would you give them on maintaining your hair throughout basketball season, and anything about your hair, as far as, because you can't really get it done. You're gonna end up spending too much money trying to get your hair done every week because you're sweating it out. So talk to us about that.
I did a terrible job. I did a terrible job, if I'm being honest. Like, buns every day. Hair was thinning.
Man.
I was at nah, I ain't gonna say that. I was in State College. So it was like the valley. We was in the valley. It was cold. It was brittle. The air was harsh.
Talk about your skin. Your skin.
Skin was dry. Like my first couple weeks there, scaling up. Like I was like, this is unusual, but I'm still, recovering. But hair wise, I would just say, really, we gotta tap in with Smitty on the hair. Cause she took really good care of her hair.
She did.
Like and the thing about Smitty is she'd do the wash and go, or the co-wash. Come to practice with the plaits.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got to take that L.
You got to. And I didn't learn that to my senior. I have plenty of talks with Smitty about this.
Yeah.
My senior years, I'd be rocking my little twist outs to practice. They'd be laughing at me. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Right. When I take it out,
I'm protecting mine. Outside of this court, you can't fuck with me. And that's word to Deja Church, man.
Ooh.
You can't fuck. Let me have a bad, I don't know if y'all parents this, but let me have a bad game. My dad be like, look, You good. Shake it off. You look good doing it, though. You look good.
Man.
You the flyest one on the court.
It was one time when you had the blind. This was after I was out. When you had dodge your hair blind.
Yeah.
You had the feed-ins. Them bitches was hard.
Everybody loved that.
Them was hard. Like, even the way, like, it was kind of, like, growing out and you could, like, the way the feed-in was, I'm like, damn, them boys hard. Like, niggas not coming feed-ins off the game, like
hell yeah. It was a braider, a girl that I met in Chicago. Her name was Coop. She was dope as hell. Like whole energy. She was just lit. Her braids didn't hurt. They last. I just loved everything about it, and she wasn't overtaxing to be Chicago. I loved it. Yeah, but just all around and just how I feel about fashion, keeping up with yourself. That should be your number one priority. I don't care what nobody says. And I think I really learned that from like my dad. Mm-hmm. My dad is real big on like skincare, hair, all that stuff. Yeah, hygiene, really in his bag with it. And he don't mess around. Like growing up, he used to get on my brothers about, hey, clean this up. He might not lead by example, but he run the household.
They need that though. Everybody need that.
And I remember specifically, I wanted to say this on here. I think I was like 13. My dad took me to the hair shop to get my hair done, and you know my dad, he just be talking sometimes, talking too much.
Hilarious.
Talking too much, and I'm literally 13. I remember him saying, he was talking. He said, "I walk into the room and I feel like I'm $1 million nigga." And he said, I walk into any room and I feel like I'm worth $1 million. And I'm 13. I'm like, what is he talking about?
What you on?
Yeah, and I swear to God, this is like stayed with me throughout my whole since I was 13. And now I'm like, anytime I walk into the room, I feel like I'm $1 million. And
you could tell. You could tell.
Yeah, and it's like
energy.
That's 13. That's 10 years of believing in that. Like. He just not saying it. Like, even my dad, he walk around with this confidence. So I be hating, like, chill, like, you ain't got to do all that. But that's just him. And, like, we learn by example. And, like, whatever situation I'm in, basketball, friendship, relationship, I ain't tripping. Like, I know what I'm about.
For sure.
Man.
Little do you know, that framed you.
Yeah. And a lot of people be like, you know, in life, people move on or you know, things happen in certain situations, and I just be like, I'm good. Like, I know what I'm about. I know my worth. I'm good. I ain't tripping over that. If you ain't finding happiness here, if you not fulfilled here, then go find somebody who can do that for you. Go find somebody who could be that for you, because obviously this ain't meant to be, and I can't be that. But I know what I'm about. I'm gonna be good regardless. Period.
No, for sure.
And we talk about that all the time. I'm gonna be good regardless.
It may take me a little bit longer to get out shake that little mode that you get in when you feel like you ain't gonna be good, but you're gonna be good.
You're gonna be good.
You're gonna be good.
All right, I got a question. So, do you feel like, how do you feel about not the term, but the saying, right person, wrong time? How do you feel about that? Do you believe in the right person, wrong time?
I believe that, no, not really. Part of me want to believe that it's right person, wrong time, but I feel like everybody was placed. Every decision that you made was made, and this person was here for you to learn this, for you to do that, for you to gain this, for you to give that. Okay. Nah, I don't really believe in right person, wrong time.
But even if they were meant, you learn from people, like this situation happened, ended poorly, I learned from it. Maybe that is like, nah. I'm confusing myself now. I feel the
same. It's okay though.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's tricky. Like, it really is tricky. I I'm the same wave as you. I don't really believe in it. The right person, wrong time. Because I don't think God gonna send you the right person at the wrong time.
Nope.
Like, and it ain't
because they gonna spin the block. They gonna spin the block. They gonna spin the block for sure.
Always, always. They gonna spin the block. And with us, I feel like people spinning the block, like people be like happy or be bragging about it. Like they gonna spin about, like people be flexing that they exes come back around. Do you ever think like your ex keep coming back around because you letting them come around?
Ooh, you letting them come back around and play with you.
Cause being transparent, I've been there. I've had multiple people continue to split in the block, and I've been open to it.
You getting played, yeah.
But then I'm like, hold on, is you spinning the block because I'm letting you spin the block? Like, this is my power. Like, I don't know. I be just thinking so deep about some stuff, and I don't think I should.
What? Never. That's never. I feel like that's my power, quote unquote. Like. People, sometimes it turn into overthinking. Sometimes I can unpack a whole thought that was like, damn, we just went there.
What?
We just went there with it. So no, I don't think like thinking deep about stuff is like, you just gotta think about it. But it can also come off as anxiety too. Like it could also, you know what I'm saying? It could also turn into anxiety, just like it could be, I'm extremely analytical. Damn, I'm anxious about whatever.
Okay. Talking about anxious, let's dive into mental health a little bit. Obviously mental health is very serious in today's time with social media. It's just on 1,010, and every day we're trying to like bring awareness to mental health and stuff. How do you feel about mental health first? Because for me, I try not to self-diagnose myself.
Yup.
I'm just a strong, independent, a little too much independent. So I'm gonna hear what you gotta say.
I used to be in denial. I used to be like, girl, you just stressed. Shake back. Go to the gym. Get it in. Shake back. You good? Shake back.
I remember when you was like that.
And I was toe up. Like, toe up. Like, I was showing up. And they used to be like, Siyeh, you used to be so spaced out that we'd call your name or we'd ask you to remember something. And I can speak to it. Like, I did used to be spaced out, like, just there, just at the school, just at, not even present for real. Really? Physically there, but mentally, I'm just trying to.
Yeah, and
but yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say a lot of this was at Penn State.
Yeah, like I was in denial too. I'm like, bro, shake back, get in the gym. You good? You good? Until it took me to get on the other side of that to be like, damn, you might have been a little depressed. Like you might have had anxiety. Like you may have even had insomnia because you was waking up like clockwork, 4:30. Like, okay, I'm up. I might as well make use of my time. I'm watching a documentary. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Just because I'm making use of my time don't mean that's not how I'm supposed to be. Like, and heck yeah, I was in denial. But that's a whole nother conversation because the culture teach us. Our culture teach us to be strong, like you said, and you proud of that. But
us as Black women, they teach us to be strong. And I now where I'm at, some people don't like when I say this. I don't like when people compliment me and say that I'm strong. Yeah. They say, you so strong. Why you like me? Oh, you so strong. Yeah. Because if I was a white woman, would you, in the same person, would you tell me that I'm so strong? I don't like that. I don't take that as a compliment. Yeah. Because being strong isn't always the right way. I want to be soft. I want to open up. I want to be emotional. Yeah. I want to be vulnerable. Right. And you compliment, you so strong. What? Yeah. Like, come on now.
It's almost like you completely eliminating the space for me to even unpack. Yeah. I just got to store it. And that's why I feel like I was in denial. I was storing everything, and I'm just like, all right, muscle through. Let's get up. Go to the gym. Man. Tap in. You got this. You strong. You lock in. Don't talk to nobody about nothing. Like, just.
And you just think, I just got to get through.
Yeah, I'm responsible for me because I'm a strong person, or we was bred to be strong Black women or whatever. Like,
right. And then you don't want to really talk about it with your other friends or your family, because especially your family, they dealing with I want to say more important stuff, because your mental health is very important, but they're dealing with stuff that's urgent.
Equally urgent.
Yeah, and they might be stressing about the bills being paid. They stressing about this. Shit, the lights gotta stay on, so I gotta go to work. My mama used to tell me all the time, I used to complain, I don't want to go to practice. I don't want to go to practice. I don't want to go to work, but I gotta do it. I gotta keep the lights on. If I don't go to work, the lights don't stay on. And it's like me, I'm up here at school complaining about going to practice. And it's like, damn, I don't even want to tell her no more because she take it there.
Oh, yeah. But that's the generational gap.
Yeah, and I'm not saying she's wrong. My mom, for all her life, she worked 9 to 5, working hard. Yeah. I respect it. I respect the hustle. Respect her and my dad. I respect the grind. And I've seen that growing up. And now I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Right. Smarter, not harder.
She told me that herself. I don't want you to do that. We did this so you know what not to do. And it just put us in a weird position when we at school and we away. It's like, damn, I don't really want to complain because they had it harder than me.
But I can't really, because it's situational. Harder. I'm only say it seemed harder because you could see it. A lot of our problems, we couldn't really see them. We can only feel them.
Siyeh.
We can see their problems. For real, we can see their problems. We can't really see ours. And I used to be in denial about like suicide and people who suffer from depression and like different types of mental health issues. I used to be in denial. I'm like, bro, you really feel like that? I can't believe you would feel like that. Like, why would you feel like you want to take your own life? That's selfish. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Until I had to digress and I started feeling like, damn, I'm thinking too much. Like, can't control my thoughts? Like, why am I harping on stuff for so long to the point where I'm losing sleep? I'm like, damn, I can kind of see how people can get, how this is just like physical workout. So when you say like they had it harder, it's like, but it's only seemed harder because we can see it. Like, we can't see ours. So it may seem like, nah, this just light work. Yeah. Nah, bro.
We can see it, and by, seeing it in my situation, my parents, they had kids young, teenagers. Not just one, but two. And
they got it out the mud.
They ain't have nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
They got it off the
and truthfully, I've gotten reminded that so many times growing up where it's like, my problems, I'm going to just shut up. Because my mom was my age, she had 2-3 kids. And I'm in school talking about I ain't trying to go to practice. Or even my coach. My coach would be like, back in the day, these people used to be working, building buildings with no like latches and doing this and that. And you got to run up the floor and you complaining. And it's like, that's like, I hate when they do that. Because it's like,
it invalidates what you feeling. And not even about, let's get away from the fact that you didn't want to do sprints or stuff like that because the grind was always there. It was always in you. We gotta use a more realistic example. Like because we like that. We like, you gonna get in and I'm gonna get it in.
We got it in our whole lives. And even if we ain't want to be in there, we still getting it in, busting ass every day.
Still gonna get it in.
Yeah, but we talking about the mental aspect of it. Coach coming to practice talking crazy to you, and you like, hold on. Slow down.
That's a whole nother situation. Because and that's even another thing, like disrespecting kids. And kids being like, you don't talk to adults like that. Well, hold on. How did you just talk to me? How you gonna expect me not to talk to you like that? I didn't realize that until I got a dog because I was a very respectful person, especially as a kid. Like, I don't talk back. Like, I don't argue with grown-ups. Like, even if the grown-up was in the wrong, I'd be quiet because
it ain't our place. Truthfully,
right?
It's not our place.
But really, it is because it's self-advocacy. It's teaching you not to advocate for yourself as a kid. For real.
I never thought about it like that. And like you said, you don't talk to adults like that. I got to the point where I was in college, and it's like, I'm not necessarily talking about my coach because he was very respectful. But like other people around the school, when situations would happen, they would talk to me as if I'm a student athlete, I'm a player. And I told them straight up, nah, talk to me as a woman first. I'm a woman first. Me and you, I understand you got that job. Cross that little job. We on the same page. Stop playing. Talk to me as a woman first. Then we gonna talk about student athlete. Then we gonna talk about that. And that's not being disrespectful. That's setting the tone and knowing what I'm about.
Setting the tone.
I'm not 19. I'm not 18 no more. I'm 23. I'm 22. Talk to me as a woman.
Hey, even 17, 18. Like, I'm talking to me like, you, set the tone.
Set the tone early.
Set the tone.
Y'all, girls, boys, whatever situation y'all going to a new school, going to a new relationship, going to a new job. Set the tone early that they know you are not to be fucked with.
Ooh.
And that's not walking in with negative energy. That's not walking in. You know what I'm about.
Yeah.
I laugh at anything. I giggle. I play. Everybody damn near on this earth gonna say I'm the nicest person on earth. But when I walk into the room, you know not to fuck with me. And that's what I gained that respect from my teammates. One of my teammates pulled me to the side this year. Like, yo, I was really just thinking, like, a lot of people don't have problems with you, and if they do, it's really on them.
Yeah,
you don't do nothing to nobody.
Man.
They just see the way you move and they don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
I set the tone.
That's the
and if you try me, I'm gonna let you know.
Man, you put me hip to that phrase, set the tone.
Set the tone. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit straightening.
Ooh,
that was on my vision board this year. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey, you set the tone for sure.
And you gotta stand on it though.
Hey.
You gotta stand. You can't set the tone and be faking and flogging.
My boy said, I'm not going.
I'm not. I remember I picked up the phone and I said, Siyeh, I'm not going.
I'm not going for that.
I'm not going for none of that.
I'm not going for that.
And because it's coming from us, it might seem as is disrespectful.
Yeah,
it's a mad black woman. It's a mad black this. No, it's never giving that. I'm just setting my boundaries.
Ooh.
So you know. And if you cross them by, you can't say, I didn't know you liked it. No, I told you up front.
Yeah.
Don't do that. And you did it.
Ooh.
And once you give me that point, I set the tone and I'm going to stand on that.
Ooh.
And I ain't going to never forget.
That's heat. You heat for sure.
I know, bro. That's why I was like, I know when Siyeh come on, I knew I wanted to touch on some stuff, but I know we'd get going.
Ooh,
we'd get going.
Because we could keep going off the boundaries tip.
We could keep
really
going.
Just surface. Ooh, I might have to.
Nah, we gotta run it back. Yeah, we gotta run it back.
I like this.
Yeah, I definitely gotta bring you back with somebody else so we can test them. Because when it's both of us, we get
it's
them
quick. Yeah,
I'm already knowing, but I'm gonna say it off camera. We gotta bring it here. But yeah, let's wrap it up. Always at the end, we're gonna wrap it up with some little fun questions, some little, this or that.
Okay.
So let's get with it. This or that. Nicki or Cardi?
Nicki. Come on. You think I'm a Nicki? You.
Am I a Nicki fan?
Am I a Nicki fan?
Oh, pull up in the Sri Lanka.
Oh, nah. Monster. She ripped everybody up.
Oh, hold on, time out. So I heard this. See, this is why we keep going. Long story short, I heard Amber Rose put Nicki on that song.
She got her on her?
She was with Ye at the time.
She probably did get her on her.
Yeah. Ye ain't want her on the song. Really? He said her verse harder than mine.
He said know that.
He said how you gonna bring a beat on here and she eat me up on my own song?
They all know that. Yeah. That's why she went last. You know what I'm saying? Wait, did she go last?
Yeah, she did. She did.
That's why she went last. She ripped them them up.
Yeah. Okay. Durk or Baby?
Baby. But
Baby.
Can I you put me hip to Baby though.
I put everybody hip
You
to
put me hip to Lil Baby for sure. But
I was in love with him.
I ain't gonna lie. Nicki set the tone when I was in middle school. She taught me.
Hold on, back to Nicki?
Back to Nicki.
I'm
sorry, back to Nicki. Because I got to give her flowers as far as like, she pushed that along.
I'm a bad bitch.
Even though I wasn't an outgoing, I knew that confidence. Nicki helped me get that.
Oh. You can't say that about a lot of rappers today. You can't say that about a lot of male rappers.
No, you can't.
You can't.
Nicki did it for the culture. Like,
because nobody was doing it at that time.
Nobody was standing up with the guys. Like, hey, I'm here. Like, that's definitely like Nicki all day.
Okay. So last question. Would you want a man that's a professional athlete or a 9-to-5? Or he work a 9-to-5? Which one? Pros and cons to both. We want the professional athlete who's city to city and girls chasing him and whatever, or the 9-to-5 who He gonna be gone too because he working a 9 to 5 shit.
9 to 5.
and he might do some messed up stuff, and he ain't really bringing in the bank like the professional athlete where he could just shut you up.
Is this a real ultimatum? Like
9 to 5 or a professional athlete? And I felt like both of us has been in both of those positions. So which one?
Like
gun to your head. Which one?
Your head. I'm gonna just go with. I ain't gonna lie. Just give me the athlete. I used to be like, I don't want no athlete. I don't want no athlete. Just give me the athlete.
Just give her the athlete.
Only because
the energy that these men.
We got a little bit more wiggle room. I mean, even if a 9 to 5, like you got a 9 to 5, we ain't stuck there. We just.
I like your mindset.
You know what I'm saying? We just because I ain't really want to answer the question. Because I really don't.
That's dope. That's dope though. Even though a professional athlete, he's still working a 9 to 5, so it's really the same.
And
thing.
he getting milked.
Yeah, really, it's really
milked by the industry.
Yeah, definitely. But all right, I kept you here long enough, so let's wrap this up. Thank you, Siyeh, for coming on the show. This was such a great episode. I'm so happy that you are my first female guest. Go ahead, say a little closing words. Give the people 10-second little speech or whatever you gotta say. Shout out to your social media where they can find you. Let the people know who you is and what you stand for.
Yeah, Siyeh Frazier.
Yep.
At SIYEHHH on socials, and just be. That's where I'm at. With just be. Take it however you want to take it. Just be.
Oh, just be, y'all. And that is a wrap. Thanks for watching. And thanks for if y'all watching us here, and thanks for tuning in. And I see y'all next episode. Peace.